Hi students, happy morning to all. Welcome to 7th standard video. Today we are going to learn about supplementary reader term 3 unit 1 supplementary reader Sinbad my first voyage. In the last video we had seen who is Sinbad and what had happened. Now we will continue this story. Sinbad, my first voyage. Okay students, shall we move? Sinbad the sailor is a fictional mariner and the hero of a story cycle of Middle Eastern origin. He is described as a man from Baghdad during the early Abbasid Caliphate. In the course of 7 voyages throughout the seas east of Africa and south of Asia, he has fantastic adventures in magical realms, encountering monsters and witnessing supernatural phenomena. In this extract, the rich Sinbad described his first voyage to the poor Sinbad. His father was a rich merchant. When he died, he was still young. He left behind a big wealth. However, he was an inexperienced, thoughtless youth and spent all his wealth foolishly. He was being tossed by the powerful sea waves, but he held on to the wood and kept floating for a long time. At last, he was thrown on an island. He was very tired and extremely hungry. But on the island, there was nothing to eat except a few herbs. Due to the continuous struggle in the sea water, his limbs became stiff and refused to move. He somehow managed to crawl to get a few herbs. He ate them and quenched his thirst from a spring on island. As he walked further in this strange land, he met a man. The man asked him where he had came from, and who he was. He poured out his misfortune to him. The man felt pity when he heard his sad story. He took him inside a cave. There was a number of men present. There were all slaves of the king of the island. Those men were kind. They served him good food and drink and treated him well. Later on, they produced him in front of the king Migrajan, who was the ruler of the island. He narrated his tale of suffering and hardship to the king. The king was a noble and kind person. He sympathized with him and appointed him as an officer on the spot. Soon he became friendly with the people on the island. There were a number of other small islands nearby. These islands were under King Migrajan too. During his stay, he witnessed a number of remarkable sights. The sea water around the islands contained huge and terrible fishes. A few were 100 times bigger than the largest ship. Once he saw a fish that had a head like a bull. He witnessed many unimaginable wonders. Ships from different parts of the world visited this small island kingdom's port regularly. Every day, he would ask the visiting sailors about his city, Baghdad, but no one knew about his city. He longed to go back home. One day, when he was standing on the port, he saw a ship approaching the port. It was the same ship which had sailed further after leaving him behind, struggling in the sea. When the captain of the ship saw him, he was greatly surprised to find him alive. He and the other crew members hugged him with happiness. The captain handed over his goods to him. which he had been left on the ship. Among his goods, he chose a few valuable items and presented those to the kind king. In return, the king also gave him expensive presents. The ship stayed on the island for a few days. Meanwhile, he did good business and earned a lot of money. When it was time to leave, he went to meet the king. He thanked the king for his kindness and all the favors he had done to him. The king again gave him many valuable farewell gifts. Finally, he returned to his city, Baghdad, as a rich man. Sinbad completed the tale of his first voyage. The poor porter Sinbad was listening to the amazing tale of Sinbad with all wonder. Sinbad, the sailor, then bade goodbye to the poor porter and asked him to come the next day to hear the tale of his new voyage. But before leaving, he presented Sinbad a purse full of gold coins. The unexpected riches overjoyed Sinbad the porter. He thanked his rich host and went home. Okay, students, now we want to see glossary. Phenomena, events. Phenomena, events. Trembling, shaking. Trembling, shaking. Terrified, frightened. Terrified, frightened. Tossed, thrown about. Tossed, thrown about. Quenched, satisfied by drinking. Quenched, satisfied by drinking. Poured out, expressed freely. Poured out, expressed freely. Hardship, severe suffering. Hardship, severe suffering. Witnessed, observed. Witness, observed. Once again, phenomena, events, trembling, shaking, terrified, frightened, tossed, thrown about, quenched, satisfied by drinking, poured out, expressed freely, hardship, severe suffering, witnessed, observed. Okay, students, thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.